have 40 kids in here, though.
Wow.
Wow. 41
So if you are in Mrs. Chatterjee's class, will you stand up, face the laptop, and wave? These children are Mrs. Chatterjee's children. Have a seat. All right. If you are a Cobra, stand up, stay at your chair, and wave from there so they can see you. Those are the other 20. All right. Have a seat. All right. Go ahead.
Hello, and we are
Can't hear. Okay, we're having trouble with our sound.
That I got. Hey, Mason.
We just heard that she was Kate. I don't know what's going on with the sound.
We're from you.
I think it might be on Miss Moussan's end that the sound is out. Can you hear us, Miss Moussan?
Yes.
Leah, would you please sit down? Thank you. Beck, put your bottom in the seat. Now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, you're cutting in and out.
Yeah, you're cutting in.
So I'm not sure why that is.
Oh, now you're not.
Okay. Good. We'll take it. One of the things that we noticed right away is the way that you are dressed in Austin, Texas. We're slightly jealous. I don't know if you can see, but we have a lot of long sleeves and a lot of sweatshirts and winter hats and boots. So it looks like it must be a lot warmer down there than it is up here.
Yes, it is warmer. I'm going to turn the laptop so you can see our beautiful sun. Do you see the windows over there with the sun shining through?
Lovely, lovely. We have
Okay.
sun shining too, but it's like in the single digits. So it's not doing much good.
Okay. So, Franny, why don't you go up to the laptop and tell her how the weather is up here. There you are, right there. Okay.
I'm Franny Cutter, and the weather is pretty sunny, but it's actually colder than it usually is in Austin.
It's about 40 degrees.
It's about like 40 degrees.
Okay, so that is cold for you.
For us.
Us.
Are children into the Nearpod presentation yet?
Yes,
Okay.
but I'm going to change the presentation mode.
I'm hoping that maybe you could share with us
The code?
the code.
Okay. So I had it on my laptop, but now I'm going to put it on my iPad. I cannot, no, it's a different one.
Okay.
So I'm opening up my iPad now.
Okay.
And so boys and girls, 5-finger close, get rid of it. We're going to do it again on a different join.
We're going to join a different one because Mrs. Crump can't have both her Mac on Skype with Miss Moussan's class and run iPad on her Mac. She needs to run it off of her iPad.
Right. So I am going to Nearpod right now on my iPad, but I have the famous Apple of Doom. Oh, good. Apple of Doom wins. All right.
So Luke, what were Mrs. Crump's instructions, love? There you go. Close it. No, she didn't say get back on yet. She said to close, 5-finger close Nearpod.
And then I swiped it out of my phone.
She said so we can get back on, but she never told you to get there. Technically.
All right. So now I'm having wireless program.
Charlie? Back. Nobody asked you.
All right.
Please go back to where you were.
So let me grab Miss Chatterjee's iPad because I'm having connection problems. Miss Chatterjee's gonna go get it. But in the meantime, I want to volunteer somebody, order tier somebody to come up and tell you a little bit of what we've been talking about. So I need you to articulate, whoever comes up, I need you to articulate our TEAPS, what's our target, why is it social studies, okay? So, oh goodness, can you pick somebody to come up here and talk?
Certainly.
All right, who are you gonna pick?
I should just log in. No,
All right,
That's
Mackenzie.
not my teacher mode though, is it? No, that's it. I'm good.
Mackenzie, introduce yourself and tell them what we're studying and why.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie. We're studying social studies, citizenship and acts of kindness, and because you know, the famous people use the things to make a difference in the world, and so we want to do it.
Very well stated. And we talked a little bit today about we're going to be reading a story, and we talked today about just one page in that and what we thought it was. So when our reading today, we're going to see if our predictions actually were accurate. And then we're going to talk about how all three of our classes can actually work completely different.
Here we go. Yes.
Okay, I'm almost to the code. All right, the code is RKGZU. RKGZU.
It's up there if you need to look at it again. Yep. This is what you
And it'll just say welcome Nearpod, and that's it.
We are there.
ZU.
It's up there on the board. Okay. Are you good on your end?
Yes.
All right. So I just turned the first page, and it's asking for students to log in. I just have my students put in their first name, and we have extra Adams, so they have to put in the beginning letter of their last name.
Your name.
Why is yours not working?
Who else? Carter? Your name. Who was the other person in my room that we had to have a conversation about? Mason. Your name. Our telephone.
Hey. And when you put in your
Girls.
name, you have to hit
Jasper.
send. And then I will get all the names on this iPad. I have Mrs. McCall, Noble, Raquel, Megan, Renee, Sabrina, and Katie. I have Shelby, Sophia, Sterling, Thomas, William, and Lauren. Oh, I have a whole bunch of people. AJ and Ashton. Aaron, Adam P, Becky J. Or Beck J, sorry. Brandon and Juliana. Hayden and Ella P. Mr. Waddle. I don't need your last name, love. Katie and Ayla. Okay, looks like we have, I think we have everybody on. So thank you for signing in.
Oops, I didn't do Jasper.
You don't have to
All
do
right.
Jasper P. You're the only Jasper.
Chatterjee and Crump. Extra talking is not, please. Okay, here we go. So today we will be reading a book. It's called Have You Filled a Bucket Today? It's a guide to daily happiness for kids.
Okay. So Mrs. Crump was nice enough to put this book on this Nearpod presentation so that you can look at it, follow along, and read it out loud, which is pretty cool, right? First of all, what do we say to Mrs. Crump?
You're welcome.
What do we say, Chatterjees?
You're welcome.
No, you don't say you're welcome. Mrs. Crump did it.
All right. Before we begin, I'm going to ask somebody to come talk to you about what February is. So, Adam P., come on up here. Tell them your name and what we discovered that.
Hello, my name is Adam, and February is Take Care of Your Heart Day, or month.
Okay. All right. So in Take Care of Your Heart Month, it's Heart Healthy Month, and I believe it's a nationwide thing where they are asking people to get their heart checked out for healthy hearts. But what I was telling our students this morning is having a healthy heart is very important. You need to eat proper foods and exercise and take care of your heart. But another way to take care of your heart is to make it a happy heart. And one of the ways to make it a happy heart is to do acts of kindness, because then you start feeling happy in your heart. So I brought this up because if you look underneath the title that says, Have You Filled a Bucket Today? It says, a guide to daily happiness for kids. And so if we follow the advice of this author, Carol McLeod, she's going to give us tips for a guide to daily happiness. And so we at Cedar Creek are saying that, yes, February is Keep Your Heart Healthy Month, but it's also Keep Your Heart Happy Month. So I just wanted to point that out to you. Ms. Musso, do you want to take turns reading aloud?
Absolutely.
Okay, you may begin.
All day long, everyone in the whole wide world walks around carrying an invisible bucket.
You can't see it, but it's there.
You have a bucket. Your mom and dad each have a bucket. Your sister and brother have a bucket.
Your grandparents, friends, and neighbors all have a bucket. Everyone carries an invisible bucket.
Your bucket has one purpose only. Its purpose is to hold your good thoughts and your feelings about yourself.
You feel very happy and good when your bucket is full. And you feel very sad and lonely when your bucket is empty.
Other people feel the same way too. They're happy when their buckets are full, and they're sad when their buckets are empty.
She doesn't look very happy, does she?
No.
Okay. It's great to have a full bucket. And this is how it works. You need other people to fill your bucket. And other people need you to fill theirs. So How do you fill a bucket?
You fill a bucket when you show love to someone, when you say or do something kind, or even when you give someone a smile. That's being a bucket filler.
A smile.
A bucket filler is a loving, caring person who says or does nice things that make others feel special. When you make someone feel special, you are filling a bucket.
A smile. I'm still thinking about just a smile. Wow.
But you can also dip into a bucket and take out some good feelings. You dip into a bucket when you make fun of someone, when you say or do mean things, or even when you ignore someone. That's being a bucket dipper.
That doesn't sound very nice.
A bully is a bucket dipper. A bucket dipper says or does mean things that make others feel bad.
Many bucket dippers have an empty bucket. They think they can fill their own bucket by dipping into somebody else's, but that never work. You never fill your own bucket when you dip into somebody else's.
But guess what? When you fill someone's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. You feel good when you help others feel good.
All day long, we are either filling up or dipping into each other's buckets by what we say and what we do. Try to fill a bucket and see what happens.
You love your mom and dad. Why not tell them you love them? You can even tell them why. Your caring words will fill their buckets right up.
Watch for smiles to light up their faces. You will feel like smiling too. A smile is a good clue that you have filled a bucket.
If you practice, you'll become a great bucket filler. Just remember that everyone carries an invisible bucket, and think of what you can say or do to fill it.
Here are some ideas for you. You can smile and say hi to the bus driver. He is a bus.
You can invite the new kid at school to play with you.
You can write a thank you note to your teacher.
You can tell your grandpa that you like to spend time with him. There are many ways to fill a bucket.
Bucket filling is fun and easy to do. It doesn't matter how young or old you are. It doesn't cost any money. It doesn't take much time. And remember, when you fill someone else's bucket, you fill your own bucket too.
When you are a bucket filler, you make your home, your school, and your neighborhood better places to be. Bucket filling, everyone will do it.
So why not decide to be a bucket filler today and every day? Just start each day by saying to yourself, I'm going to do something to fill someone's bucket today.
And at the end of each day, ask yourself, did I fill a bucket today?
Yes, I did. That's the life of a bucket filler.
And that's you. So this last page is the author page, and I included it because Carol McLeod, they call her the bucket lady, is a popular speaker in schools, churches, community groups, and she's also an educator. She understands the patterns of self-esteem that they start very early, and she understands what we're talking about being a good citizenship, and that everybody has that invisible bucket. And what as simple as a smile, as we read in one of the pages. Ms. Musso, do you want to add to that?
Yeah, when you said smile, and even whenever I read at the end of the day, you can still have time to fill a bucket. And like you said, or a hug, those things make other people feel good. And we all have the capacity to do that. And when we make people feel good, we feel good too.
That's right. Okay, is there anybody in Chatterjee's class that would like to add to our discussion? Oh, y'all just. Okay, how about a Crumpster? They all got nervous. Okay, is there anybody, Ms. Musso, that would like to stand up from your class and give us a thought about the reading?
Yeah, I know, somebody today in this classroom did something to fill everybody's bucket. Where is it? Megan, can anybody come up and tell us what Megan did? Christian. She brought in treats for her class.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
She brought in treats for our class.
Oh, a treat.
Why?
Why? Just to be nice. I love it. That's cool. That's one way to fill a bucket. Okay, so we read our book. We've discussed why we're studying this. We're good citizenships. We gave examples of historical figures that did that. We talked about Martin Luther King this morning because we studied him earlier last month. And so now I think we're at the part where we want to brainstorm how we're going to make a difference in our community. And I spoke to the children about the ripple effect. You are in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
We are in Austin, Texas. And if we start doing acts of kindness, and we also talked about we're not going to do random acts of kindness. We're going to plan it so it makes a big difference. If a random act of kindness pops up, it'll be a bonus situation. What do you think about that? What do you think about that, Miss Musso?
Sorry, I was talking to one of the students.
Oh.
Can you repeat that? We had a little bit of a mishap over here.
Uh-oh.
We're good.
Okay. Did anybody in the class do it? Does anybody in your class want to talk about what I just said, the difference between random acts of kindness and just plain acts of kindness?
You want to do that?
Planned.
Can you do it? What happens whenever it's random? Not sure.
All right, come on, Gianna. Come up here. Okay, wait.
One more time, right over.
It makes people surprised.
Oh, it does.
It does surprise. Random acts will surprise people.
Right.
Yes.
Tell them your name and what you think. All right.
Hi, my name is Connor, and I think random acts of kindness are things that you don't know are going to happen, but planned ones are ones you know that are going to happen.
What about the person receiving the act? Do they know it's going to happen?
No.
On either one?
No.
All right. Sophia, come on down. I have another student, Sophia, who would like to.
Okay. Hi, Sophia.
Hi. I think random acts of kindness are when you see someone like on the side of the street kind of suffering, you could randomly give them something. And a planned act of kindness is you could see them in the past and then come back and give them something.
I see what you're saying. So, did you hear what Sophia said? She said if you're going down the street and you see somebody who's in need and you act spontaneously to help them, that would be random. But if you can't go back to your school or your family and you make a plan to help this person, then that's just an act of kindness. Okay. We tried to get the Google Docs to work on our iPad so that we could collaborate, and we had trouble with that. So we're just going to take notes on our iPads so that we can brainstorm things that we could work on in Pennsylvania and in Austin at the same time so that we can be great citizens in our community. Would you like to start with this? So how much time do you have left?
About 4 minutes.
Oh.
I'm doing a document right now. So if we could share, then we could definitely share the document with you as well. Would that be okay? So I'll start it and I will share the screen. So hold on for just a second.
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
So what can we do to help other people both here and in Texas? Anybody have any ideas? Hey, William? I don't know if they'll be doing that in Texas, but we can do this in Pennsylvania, right?
Well, we have,
That's a great idea.
well, we have breaking leaves.
Okay. Ellaby.
All right, Exa. Okay. Oh, look, send a card or a gift card. Exa says helping somebody up if they fall.
Okay. Imani?
Okay. Exa, call on somebody for me. Oh, mowing someone's lawn. We're mowing in Austin these days. I would like to ask your students where, because I know that once a year moms do spring cleaning. What do they do with all those gently used toys?
Oh, what do we do? So when your family is cleaning up the house and there's toys that you don't play with anymore, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Is this what your group said too?
What do you guys do?
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Okay. Are there any other thoughts that we have? And then
Okay. Raven, are you going to the?
I'm sorry, I don't hear you.
Hello, I am
What did you say?
Raven.
donate food to box.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice.
Okay. Well, I don't want to Mom.
Yeah,
Your
unfortunately,
lunchtime.
it is about our lunchtime, but what we can do is I'll share this with you, and then you could share it with your class, and we could add to it, and then we'll share our drops after lunch, if that's okay. Okay. Third grade.
I do. I have some drops. I believe yours look like this as well.
Yep. Yes, they do. And we have
We will brainstorm on here.
Yep.
And we will
Okay. And what we'll
That
do,
sound good?
so third grade, we should do our appreciation and fill their bucket right now. What do we say to them? Oh, you can do a virtual hug, Ayla. Go ahead. Okay, virtual hugs. Virtual. There you go. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Have a great day. Bye.
Okay.